The Great Shwedagon Pagoda is said to have been built 2,500 years ago during the lifetime of the Lord Buddha. 4 strands of his hair are enshrined as relics in a bejeweled golden casket within the pagoda. The Shwedagon is the pride and glory of the nation as well as a proud symbol of the religion. If it isn't already one of the stops on your itinerary, may we suggest a very interesting place to visit while you're in Yangon. Bojo Market, formerly Scott Market, named for a British officer, was built in 1926. The colonial building is home to a wide variety of fashionable and sophisticated stores for your shopping pleasure. Alongside the most modern products and goods, domestic and imported, a large selection of traditional souvenirs are for sale. You'll enjoy the beautiful handcrafted items created by local artisans. Situated in the heart of Yangon, Sule Pagoda is the major landmark located in the center of downtown. It is a rarely seen example of the Mon style of pagoda. The large reclining Buddha image at the Chautaji Pagoda, which was sculpted in 1966. The Caraway is a beautiful hotel restaurant floating serenely on the Royal Kandauji Lake. Constructed in the shape of a mythical bird, its architecture includes many traditional Myanmar designs. One of the most interesting and popular destinations that you might want to visit is the Chaitio Pagoda. Reaching the pagoda requires a sweat-dripping 7.5-hour trek up a long mountainside. If you don't fancy such an arduous hike, sedan chairs are available for your comfort. Carried by 4 strong young porters, the round-trip journey will cost you approximately 3,000 chats. Look out your cabin window as you cross over the Rakhine-Yoma mountain ranges. By car, it takes 1 full day to surmount the Taungo Pass. Napoli is the most popular beach resort in Myanmar and is much frequented by foreign and local tourists. Mandalay, the city with the exotic and romantic name, is said by some to be the seat of Myanmar culture. The moat and castle wall that guard the old Mandalay Palace evoke typical scenes from Myanmar's long and rich past. The Chauktaji Buddha image, sitting at the foot of Mandalay Hill, was carved from a single block of white marble. Thought to be the world's biggest book, the complete Buddha scriptures are written on 7,729 slabs of white marble. The book was commissioned and donated by King Mindon. This is an example of a monastery which was once a shining golden glory, but was burned to the ground by World War II bombardments. This monastery, however, with its splendid teakwood decorations carved with floral designs and figurines, survived the same devastation almost intact. It was a donation from the last king of Myanmar, King Diba, during the Khombao dynasty. People of all religions come to visit the place where the Mahamuni Buddha image sits. The image was brought from Mara'u after the defeat of the rebellious Rakhine on the western shore in 1784. This is the skilled craft of making gold leaf. Gold is cut into very thin slices. Each slice is then placed between pieces of heavy paper. The stack of paper and gold layers are held against a large stone and pounded until the gold has been beaten into extremely thin and flimsy sheets of foil. The gold leaf is then used for gilding pagodas and Buddha images. The studios where stone is carved are always one of the most visited tourist destinations in the city, famed for its long history of superb craftsmanship. Generally, the carvers produce images for worship as well as mythical figures. The age-old art of wood carving remains a thriving business today because the demand from abroad for the beautiful and intricate carvings continues to grow. Tapestry is another one of the ancient crafts Myanmar is world famous for. Each tapestry begins as a length of heavy cloth which is first ornately embroidered and then ornamented with small bits of seashells and shiny metal. The painstaking and time-consuming work is done piece by piece, all by hand. Amarapura was once the capital city of Upper Myanmar before Mandalay was founded. Today, little of its former grandeur remains to be seen. One reminder of Amarapura's heritage does continue into the present. The fine craft of silk weaving has not been lost in the shifting sands of time. Ubain Bridge was built in 1847, made entirely of teakwood posts and pilings. The footbridge spans nearly 2,000 meters and remains the major link between the villages of Tada'u and Amarapura. Pianuluin was originally named Maymyo. Formerly, it was the summer vacation residence for colonial officers escaping the heat and humidity of Yangon, which is at its height during April and May. The botanical gardens of Pianuluin are noted for their extensive collection of tropical plants. easily reachable by air or car, the most exciting means of travel to Taungji, rising high on a plateau, is by rail. Even though the trip takes a little longer, it will afford you the opportunity to see the tribal peoples of Shan State along the way. Hot air balloon contests are staged as part of the full moon festivities held throughout the month of November each year. These celebrations bring together many of the local ethnic tribes. Minorities include the Shan, Pa'o, Palau, and others. Inle Lake, which lies 3,000 feet above sea level, is the choice for most visitors every year. There is so much to take in, you will be amazed by the many wonders of the lake. Men rowing their boats in the unique style with their legs while standing is just one example. You will be fascinated by their cone-shaped fishing baskets and weekly floating markets. The people on the lake have learned how to live and work on water completely without land or soil. While fishing isn't unusual, and their homes are built on stilts, it's the floating vegetable gardens that will amaze you. You will see many of the different ethnic minorities of Shan State here in Taungji. One of the wonders of this region for world travelers and Buddhists alike is the Paunda'u Pagoda and the 5 Buddha images that are kept there. The images have been so heavily laden by repeated gilding with gold leaf, the once normal-looking Buddha images now look like round balls of gold. Loiko, the capital of Kaya State, just to the south of Shan State, is another city that until recently was difficult to get to. Now you can easily travel to Loiko by car, bus, train, or plane. The quiet little town is the home of the Kaya tribe. Another tribe that you will see in Loiko is the Kayan, who are a big attraction because of the copper rings they wear for life around their necks.